Welcome back, everybody. What's going on? It is another episode of Seahawks Now, your home for all things daily Seattle Seahawks news, coverage, updates, rumors, and all that good stuff right here on Seahawks Now. Today we're talking about Sam Darnold's PFF grade, we're talking about the Seahawks DVOA ranking, and we're talking about Khalil Herbert, who the Seahawks just brought in for a workout, and it looks like they're going to sign him ahead of their Week 4 matchup with the Cardinals. Seattle plays on Thursday night this week, so it's a quick turnaround. Talking about Sam Darnold, though, wow. I mean, I didn't even see this coming. I looked at the PFF grades this morning. Guess who is number one? It is, that's right, Sam Darnold, ranked as the best passer in the league with a grade of 91.4. Now, his run grade is 58.4. That was not the best in the league. But yeah, how about this? Darnold, overall, his offensive grade, 91.9. That's the highest among quarterbacks. Now, I don't pay for the rankings, so I can't see all the rankings. All I can see is he is ranked number 1, Dak Prescott is ranked number 2 right now, and Matthew Stafford is ranked at number 3. So I don't get to see anything else because I don't pay for PFF Plus, but yeah, it's kind of cool that I can see Sam Darnold and he is number 1. That is incredible. So yeah, Sam Darnold, can we talk about this? I mean, I know he's been good. We've talked about that yesterday. You know, number 6 in passer rating, number 5 in yards per attempt, number 5 in completion percentage. He's been good. I did not even have him as the best, though. And the fact that he right now is PFF's highest graded passer, that's incredible. And I said in the caption says in week 3. This is combined throughout 3 weeks. So he's been the best quarterback in football, according to PFF. Now, again, don't put too much stock into PFF. I know they have a very complicated way of grading out players. Their methods are not necessarily statistically based. It's more based off of film analysis, but they think that based off the film, he is making the fewest mistakes out of any quarterback and making the most good plays. That's huge. Looking at other positions, Jackson Smith-Njigba, he comes in graded as the 3rd best receiver behind Amon-Ra St. Brown and Puka Nacua. As far as running backs go, Seattle has Kenneth Walker graded as the number 2 running back right now, behind Cam Skattebo at number 1 and the Lions' David Montgomery at number 3. So we have the 2nd best running back, the 3rd best receiver, and the best quarterback. Obviously, we don't end up in the tight end rankings or the center rankings or the guard rankings or the tackle rankings, so that's not a huge surprise. Looking at special teams, as far as kickers, I don't have access to that. I don't pay for it. And I guess I don't get that for punters either. And then moving over to the defensive side of things, cornerbacks. We have the number 2 graded cornerback. It's not Witherspoon. It's not even Josh Jobe. It's Darion Kendrick right now, graded as the 2nd best cornerback in the league. And then looking at safeties, we do not end up in the top 3 for safeties, or for linebackers, or for interior defenders, or for edge defenders. So, yeah, essentially, our 4 best players right now, according to PFF, Sam Darnold, the best quarterback in football right now, highest graded. Then you've got Kenneth Walker, the 2nd highest graded running back in football, Darion Kendrick, the 2nd highest graded cornerback in football, and JSN is the 3rd highest graded receiver. Again, don't put too much stock into these. A, it's only week 3. B, PFF, they have been known to make controversial-ish choices before. And C, they're not really statistically based, so there's not a whole lot you can. But again, it's cool. It's cool to see that your players are getting graded as highly as they are, and it's interesting that they're ranking us this highly, because I think most analysts are not seeing this. I haven't, I listen to a lot of analysts. I don't hear people talking about Darnold as this elite quarterback. PFF is saying he is elite, and PFF. I take some stock in these rankings. I think they are important. It's a nice piece of the puzzle. No one's gonna look at, Sam Darnold, highest graded passer in the league, and be like, no, he stinks. They might disagree that he's the 2nd best or best quarterback in football, but they're not going to look at that and say, the guy stinks. He clearly doesn't stink. He's clearly playing really well, And again, it's I think it's very vindicating because Geno Smith, he's now had back-to-back games where he has struggled, and meanwhile Sam Darnold looks like the real deal. So I think it definitely vindicates the Seahawks' decision to move on from Geno, and it makes me think, I guess it's a good thing that Geno asked for a trade. Again, I know it's only week 3. This team, maybe, probably, hopefully not, but this could be an overreaction. But it makes me think, yeah, it's good. I'm glad Geno wanted out because now we have Darnold, who has been better. Let's move on, though, because here's another one. Another big hit. Seahawks ranked number 1 in DVOA through 3 weeks. So if you don't know what DVOA is, it is essentially a stat that has been constructed to kind of try to show how good a team is. Well, here's what it stands for: Defense Adjusted Value Over Average, DVOA. It is attempting to measure a team or player's efficiency and success on a play-by-play basis. So it compares a play's outcome to the league average for similar situations, and it adjusts for the opposing defense. So it's not just saying, well, the Seahawks, have scored this many points, and so that means they're that good, because it also is going to take into account that we played the Saints, who have a bad defense. We also played the 49ers, who have a pretty good defense, and we played the Steelers, who are supposed to have a good defense, but I don't know. They might not be graded very highly because their defense kind of has struggled this year. So at the end of the day, again, it's another one of these metrics that's trying to put a number on how good a team is. Again, I don't pay for the full numbers. It's on ftnfantasy.com. But what I do get to see is the full team rankings. And right now, Seattle is number 1. They have a 48.6% total DVOA. I guess that means that they're expected to have success on 48.6% of their plays, or they have had 48.6% success so far this year. I think that's what it means. So far this year, we are having success almost 50% of the time. That seems kind of unsustainable. The next highest is the Colts at 44.7%, then the Commanders at 37%, and then the Rams at 35%, and then everybody else is in the 20s, the 10s, or below in the negatives. But yeah, that's very interesting to see. And again, don't take too much stock in these, because obviously, your rankings right now, Seattle at 2-1 is graded as the best team in football according to DVOA. Then the 3-0 Colts, and then the 2-1 Commanders, the 2-1 Rams, the 2-1 Lions, the 2-1 Packers, and then you got the 3-0 Chargers, the 3-0 Bills, the 3-0 49ers, and the 2-1 Jaguars, the 2-1 Vikings. So those are your top 11. Multiple teams that are currently undefeated missing out on the top 11. Most interestingly, the Buccaneers are right now graded as the 16th highest in terms of DVOA. They are 3-0. And obviously the Eagles, also 3-0. They are graded at number 17 right now, according to DVOA. So, again, don't take a whole lot of stake in these for reasons like that. The Steelers right now are a 2-1 football team. They've looked pretty good, I thought. They're graded at number 22. We are also 2-1. We're graded at number 1. So what does that mean? I don't know. But at the same time, it seems to know which teams are good and bad, generally speaking. It knows the Titans are the worst team in the league at 32, the Saints 31, Raiders 30, Giants 29, Dolphins 28, Bengals 27, Patriots 26, Texans 25, Jets 24, Cowboys 23. That all makes sense to me. So it seems like it's pretty good at picking out the bad teams. I'm just not sure that it has the right ones for the good teams. And again, you could go back to 2024. Last year, it graded the Ravens as the best team in the league, and obviously they exited in the playoffs early. Meanwhile, the Eagles were graded at number 5. They won the Super Bowl. The Chiefs at number 8, who lost the Super Bowl. Last year, though, Seattle was graded at number 18. So that's a major step up. We go from 18th to number 1. In 2023, again, it was the Ravens who were ranked at number 1. And again, they exited the playoffs in the championship game. In 2018, the Chiefs at number 5 won the Super Bowl. The 49ers at number 2 lost the Super Bowl. You can go back to 2022. The Bills were ranked number 1 that year. The Chiefs at number 4 won the Super Bowl. The Eagles at number 2 lost. So they generally do. I mean, the top, it's been teams in the top 5 or 6 that are making the Super Bowl every time. For the most part, the Rams were ranked number 3 the year they won it. Although I will say the Bengals that year were ranked at number 16. So again, these rankings are not the end-all be-all. They can make mistakes, but it is interesting to see. And this for a team like Seattle, going back and looking at where we've been ranked, 2018 we were number 12, 2019 we were number 8, 2020 we made it up to number 7, 2021 we slipped to number 9, 2022 we were 11, 2023 we fall to 16. Last year we fell to 18, which is our lowest we've ever been, but this year we are back up to number 1. So great to see, love to see it. Go Seahawks. One more thing before we close this video out for today. The Seahawks have brought in running back Khalil Herbert for a workout, and it sounds like he might be being signed. Obviously, we need some help in the running back core with Zach Charbonnet dealing with some injuries. He's a little bit banged up. So we're bringing in Khalil Herbert. If you're wondering who is Khalil Herbert, well, he last played for the Bears, I believe. I believe he was last on the Bears. Check me on that. Looking at the stats, no, he actually played for the Bengals. He played 8 games for the Bengals last year, but he did play for 3.5 seasons with Chicago. In his career, the 27-year-old has scored 9 rushing touchdowns. He has 1,905 rushing yards. He has a average of 4.8 yards per attempt. But if you look at last year, his totals went pretty significantly down. Last year, just 1 touchdown, 130 yards, and 3.6 yards per attempt in 14 games. He made 1 start last year. He has made 13 starts throughout his NFL career. He's been a solid running back for the Bears in years past. I think he can definitely help out. Former 6th round pick. What's interesting here, I think the bigger read on this news is instead of bringing up Damian Martinez, who we obviously drafted in the 7th round, and you guys have heard me talk about this if you watch the channel, I'm a big Damian Martinez fan. I was hoping he'd crack the opening day roster, but it looks like we're going to let Damian Martinez go. We didn't re-sign him to the practice squad. He has actually just had a workout with another team, and on the other hand, we are bringing in Khalil Herbert for a workout, so it sounds like the Damian Martinez thing is not going to last. He's probably out in Seattle, but we do get to bring in Khalil Herbert, which should be interesting. Well, guys, with that all being said, leave a comment down below. Do you think the Seahawks are really this good? I mean, are the DVOA and the PFF grades, am I downplaying that too much? Are we really the best team in football? Is Sam Darnold really a top 1 quarterback in the league? Let me know down in the comments of your thoughts. But until then, I will see you guys tomorrow. With all that being said, as always, guys, hope you have a great day. And until then, go Seahawks.